about perspective. Today, we'll start with the 1 point. I'm having difficulties we're just going to use the rulers really just for perspective, and then whenever we get into drawing, more representational drawings, they'll be useful if we want to get a hard edge on an object, right? Perspective, let's start it out. We have the horizon line. Perspective in drawing is all about, let's talk, more draw. Okay, so we have the horizon line. This line is going to simulate the horizon. Surprise. And then to facilitate 1 point perspective, we're going to utilize this dot in the middle of the page. This dot in the middle of the page is the vanishing point. This is going to be the point that we utilize the ruler to draw all lines back to. And that's what's essentially going to imitate the compression of space. So on this first drawing, I'm just going to make some basic objects to introduce the ideas. I'm just going to use this so that we can get a bunch of like nice clean cubes, and it's not going to be too awkward to watch. And I hope that the camera's not going too crazy. Of course it is. It's the camera's favorite. All right. Gotta get a better webcam. Okay, so we've got one object here. And this is going to be an object that totally obstructs the vanishing point. So imagine this is a cube that we're drawing and not just a square. We can't see the sides of the cube, the top, the bottom, or the back, because they're all obstructed by the face of the cube. This is happening because the vanishing point is lying directly behind the cube. So if we were to draw the same exact cube below the horizon and out of sight of the vanishing point, out of sight, I don't know what I'm saying, out of the way, no longer obstructing the vanishing point, right? Now we have an object sitting directly below the vanishing point. And now we will be able to see the top of this object, right? If this object that we're making a cube, and if this object were to just extend into infinity, the top of the object would look like this, right? However, because we're making the cube, we will draw that very back ledge. And there's no way to like know exactly where the back of it's, I don't think there's going to be a way to know exactly where the back of it would fall without doing like some excessive geometry for a sketch. Okay, so now that we have that defined, we can come in here and clean up the lines that we've made. And I'm making these lines pretty hard so that they show up on the video so that you can see what's happening. But there we go. Now we have our cube sitting below the vanishing point and directly to the bottom, not offset to the side. The other options, it's going to be the same exact system if it falls on top of the vanishing point without being offset to the side. We will see the bottom of the object, and then its corners would extend to the vanishing point, and we will define the back ledge of the object here. I kind of whiffed it on that line, but it's okay. Okay, there we go. That is what the cube would look like if it were sitting above the vanishing point without being offset to the side. What can you guys see back there? Oh yeah, okay, this is good. This isn't such a bad view. I'm not too embarrassed. Okay, now I think I can go ahead and make these sets a little bit quicker. So let's pick up the pace. Okay, so Same concepts are happening when the object lays off to the side. We are drawing the corners of the object back into infinity, and then we will be able to define the back ledge of the object again, right? So this is very similar to this is very similar as if the object were above or below, right? It's the same object that's getting sort of spun. Okay, and now we have an object that is offset and below the vanishing point, and we can see 3 corners. Whoa. This video's still working. My little registers fell off. Okay. All right. Oh, okay. Too much movement. Damn. Okay. Okay. So now we can also draw the side and the top of the object together. And now we can see 3 sides of the cube as opposed to just 2. And then erasing these lines, this will be our object for the drawing. Same rule is going to apply when it's offset to the top, except it's inverted. I'm going to take these back from the corner to the vanishing point. Boom, boom, boom. And we have a floating cube. So that's nice, huh? And yeah, it looks like it's registering pretty well. And then so I'll just go ahead and speed through what they would look like on the opposite side, because it is the exact same, just flipped, right? All right, that is a nice cube. Way to go. Way to go. I know you've got this. I know you can make cubes all day.